Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. Today I'm going to do some more rank grind. We're in Modern. We're in Diamond 3, fighting for Diamond 2. I think we're going to make it. NightStalker's changed everything. Lorcus has begun to change everything. Few key purchases are radically transforming my deck, and I hope to demonstrate some of that for you today. Hopefully you're going to see some synergies you haven't seen before. I have some thoughts on how to utilize these brand new cards that are maybe going to change how you interface with Splinterlands and help you win more often. So if that sounds interesting, let's stick around and stay tuned. Get into it. I have 17 energy. I don't know how many we're going to play, but you know, we'll play as many as we can. And yeah, I'm editing a video on a side app here that may just suddenly interrupt me while I'm talking. So I hope it doesn't, but that's the life of a content creator. Anyways, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We got, I don't even care what my opponent is doing, because frankly, I do. Are you using that NightStalker? Or I don't recognize that last card in the screen there. I don't think you have NightStalker. No, you don't. That's his Riftway. Okay. NightStalker's not even available. I'm really curious to see NightStalker in conjunction with a Cane. I've tried it now with Squirrel, and there's some really cool use for that. I hope I can feature with you and for you today. Of course, it works well with Lorcus, but you know, it's that powerful that I want to look at it more closely. I have a Max Elias Pruitt now. I bought all the, but I haven't put it together. I gotta remember to do that. Okay, focus, Dwayne. Focus. 4 monsters only. Stun is a consideration. Speed seems like a thoughtful thing. You know what? I think we might go sneak. We're gonna go Lob Lowland sneak, but let's go Dragon. Yeah. Dragon, Petrelba, melee. Where is she? Where is she? Right there. How could you not? This card's too good. And for the same reasons I like NightStalker, I like Petrelba. Now, we got 2 more monsters. Let's put a strong melee presence up front. Is it too much to go? Like, we could go boom, Carnage Titan, boom, Rund, double strike, double strike, double strike. Here's the problem. Rund has no resiliency. Rund has no self-heal, no shield, no void. My speeds, while decent at 3 and 4 or 3 and 3, are not meaningful. Even with Thane giving me 1 swiftness and Helios giving me another, probably not good enough. Plus, Petrelba is vulnerable in the 4th spot from a sneak attack. I like Carnage Titan. I think Grun's got to go. Who's the better tank? You know, we could do a taunt. Might be meaningful. I don't think I've ever played Tenacious Hulk, but it actually might be meaningful because it's affordable, and 2, it'll create a distraction for Petrelba to move and do what we want Petrelba to do. I might equally like, I got to put somebody in. I got seconds left. Oh man, this is tough. You know what? We are going to do that. Tenacious Hulk. First time ever, I think. I would have rather, if I had more time to think, things I would have been looking for are immunity, self-heal, shield. There's probably a better tank I could have put in there, but considering, once I decided to go taunt, I made a mistake by not putting Petrelba in the 4th. It should have been in the 4th spot, because if he did do a sneak, I would have been more susceptible. If he did do a sneak, I would have been less susceptible because Tenacious Hulk has the taunt, and therefore I could have put it in the 4th, making it more resilient from a frontal assault, which this really is a frontal assault. Yes, we got Scattershot over here, and that could kill me by turn 2, which would suck. We'll see what happens. Like my chances, unless his Scattershot lands exactly on my Petrelba on round 1 and 2. That miss? Are you kidding me right now? At least he didn't get me directly on the first shot. He has to get me a direct shot in the 2nd round in order to take me out. Oh, are you kidding me right now? Okay, that's enough, because that means even a direct hit won't kill me. Now we're hitting for 5. We're going to hit for 10. Love to see a hit land on right there. That was so key. I would have been really disappointed to see my Carnage Titan miss on that Void Dragon, because my Void Dragon wouldn't have, or my Carnage Titan would have died. My Petrelba would have slipped to 1st, and then who knows, because I would have had to fight through 2. I probably would have died. Carnage Titan hitting the And there was a, right? His Chaos Dragon had the blind, I believe. So that Regal Parrington had a good chance of dodging me. It was, I said Void Dragon. It was a Regal Parrington. Okay, keep playing. The video I'm recording right now is 19% away from being complete, which will create some audio in the background, and I'll have to react when that happens. Okay, so we got neutral, which means you're doing Lux. We got, well, you don't have much to work with. You're a Lux guy. This is like a, hopefully I have success with this, especially considering the Blood and Sunder, which means that the armor Lux is providing is not all that powerful. We can play our blasting monster. How do I want to do this? The speed's interesting with the Pierce. You know what's really interesting? I haven't tried all the summoners yet with this amazing card. NightStalker with piercing is pretty sexy. Like, I like that. The 2 speed is huge. The piercing on the blast as well as execute is crazy. That could get out of control. This would be the first time I've tried that. I just want to, before I click that, I'm going to think it a little bit more. So I could go, you know, this could get wild. Tarsa with the basic 1-in-1 would be interesting. Not as good as probably the True Strike. I like the, let's try and do this. Also the Lorcus. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Where do I go? Which way do we go? We go Lorcus with the melee damage buff, 7. Or we do the taunt, which is super interesting. I don't know. Okay. My decision's being made for me because there's no green and there's no death. So I'm gonna try Yasik here. Because there's no importance to bringing in, if I bring in the green team, I don't get any new monsters. If I bring in the black team, I don't get any new monsters. So NightStalker, and then what do we got for Inspire? Running out of time already. Too much talking. Tusk the Wide is interesting because of that support that he provides to NightStalker. Plus, he's got Void, so he's relatively resilient. Now we go Protect or Resurrect would be interesting to me. Ooh, I'd rather have up front. I'd rather circumvent. I'll do without the Inspire, and I'll bring the Bear. Now we want Swiftness. Well, we actually have enough Swiftness, don't we? This is really important because the Rust takes away armor that my NightStalker would have to fight through. Now, res. Do I have any res? No, I don't. Go 7. Bank is interesting, but I only have level 2. I think I honestly might do. Ay. Oop, but that is definitely not what I want. No! Oh! Ah, okay, well, just more for NightStalker to do. We left a lot on the table. He didn't bring any blast, which means I should be, my vulnerability shouldn't be susceptible. But this is something I've been meaning to feature, and I'm glad I'm seeing it. The Dr. Blight, which is like the best card in the game, is weak to NightStalker because it's camouflage, meaning I will not target it. You think you're safe. Wrong. Blast damage. We're going to hit the Oceanus and we're going to blast not just 1 unit, but 3. I don't know if we win this because I don't have any heal or any resiliency with respect to these damage dealers. Plus there's the poison. I think we're in trouble. But can we get through? No, we're not going to. What's going to happen here? They're killing me so fast. They haven't dropped a poison yet. But you can see if I get one more on the next shot, oh, that poison is crucial. See, we're not going to do enough damage now. It's a big problem. Even though in that one death from the... No, game over. Go ahead and skip it. I meant to have another tank. I meant to have... Who knows what would have happened there. But I meant to have Tusk the Wide in the second spot as a secondary tank behind the Archimus. And that would have been helpful because it would have given me an Inspire plus more meat shield. And the Tusk the Wide had Void, which would have been quite resilient against those magic monsters he was using. I don't think it would have been enough, but it might have, because it would have been my NightStalker to 5 and more blast damage. I'm going to try that again with Yasek in the future, because that piercing is pretty crucial in order to reach the core of the hit points on your opponents and proc the execute faster. Everybody's got equalizer. Trample opportunity is my first thought. Dragon's not available. Yep, let's try that. Trample, pop. Oh, but we don't have any legendaries. Means we lost a couple of the key ones over there. I'm still might go that way. But let's look at you. Like, look at what you got. What are my melee options? Ooh, I love the death team. Okay, I like it. So this is the way we're going. Lorcus with the death. We got NightStalker for sure. He's not going to be in first spot. I'm going to click him since I see him. Probably bring Silent Shabby for the 4 bomb in the cripple and the pierce. Possessed Puppet in the first spot, which I love, especially because of the equalizer. And I do it in the first position, even without equalizer, by the way. It's that powerful. Then you do Arachne Thug, which is often overlooked, but like 4 damage with the trample is serious, and we get a buff from Lorcus. And now some heals would be great. Even I might bring. Oh yeah, there is no heals. What about res? Yes, I have res. Oh yeah, no lost legendaries. What could I do? Fire. Yeah, that's a good choice. Now I have a ton of mana. I don't need to spend it all. That's a bad way to look at it. When you start thinking I have to spend all my mana, I think you're making a mistake. This could be good just because of the silence. The blind is maybe helpful. I'm running out of time. Speed would be really helpful. So 6 is a potential winner. No. Oh, this could be huge. Yeah. My opponent tries to sneak play on me. I want to be able to respond. Oh, what happens with? I have to figure this out. I have to put in Weaver to see if the corrupted healing works. I don't know if it does or doesn't. It shouldn't, because there's no healing, healed out. And it did pull it away. Okay. That's okay. I needed to know. I thought maybe there might be some like gimmick to it because it's a different type of healing. But like scavenge works even when healing is not possible. And scavenging is more health points. So I thought maybe corrupted healing might be the same. Either way, all good. So we need to put Life Leech on. Probably we go definitely that one, and I think I'm putting it on corrupted on my possessed puppet. That might have been a mistake because the trample could get me. Plus we're going to be vulnerable soon to a halfling. It might have been better to do self heal, or life leech on these two. Either way, let's find out. Let's find out how it works. I like my odds. It's going to depend on his enrage speed and retaliates. Whoa, that was a very quick deletion. And a miss for real though. I know you're fast, but you're not that fast. And you don't even have a blind, by the way. Yeah, I've missed 3 shots, I think. Like the speed isn't that crazy. There's no blind. Come on now. For real. And yeah, there's no corrupted healing. Well, it was a learning experience. I wanted to know. I ought to have known, but now I do know. That's okay. Skip it. Carry on. Let's try and make it to Diamond 2. We'll play as many matches as we have to, up to the energy we have, and hopefully make it to Diamond 2. Okay, 47 mana. We got Fire and Death. Okay, let's try a Cane. Oh, you know what? You know what? This is a good one for me to do the Riskrel Draft play. So I love one of the issues with NightStalker is its vulnerability. One of the ways to circumvent its vulnerability is to create distraction. Coral Lurker is an amazing distraction with its phase, dodge, big hit points, big damage, amazing tank. Add flight to the mix and you're doing quite good. So that's a great little, and then we bring a blind. You got to bring a blind into that party. And there's such good blinds on the fire team, including Soriel Bale, which I love doing, because this partners really well with my True Strike. If my opponent does a phase, the 2-speed is irrelevant because I can do a True Strike on my Soriel Bale, doing a double shot True Strike. Also, the blind is helpful for the Coral Lurker, but the Soriel Bale has a rust, which helps my NightStalker get to the core of my opponent faster. So I like this play so far. And then we probably want to go another sneak maybe, or an op. See what those look like. You know, Penny could be a really powerful choice. I'm going to put you in there right now, but we may pull you. Op. Again, same thing. Mortius, so strong and very powerful. I would feel better about it if I, because of the True Strike, because the speed is so slow, it does miss. So that's a strong maybe, and it might even outplay my NightStalker. I don't know if I have a tank here. Sometimes, you know what I also like to do? No, I don't think I do. Now time. Low. Lens could be helpful in case they do land a poison. This again, the rust could be helpful to strengthen. I think we're going to remove Mortius and we're going to bring out the speed with the blast damage. And then we're going to go, what do we got for 3 left? We're going to drop in a slow. Oh, hang on. Another strengthen and a camo, maybe. 3 seconds left. Martyr, blind. Let's bring out a triage. We brought out a triage. The magic damage triage, which will hurt itself because magic reflect, but it might be okay. Now, he's got the op play, which would be scary for me. I do have a strong probability of dodge. He doesn't have any True Strike. He doesn't have any crazy swiftness. I feel okay about this. We'll see if it works. But remember, we have blind, we have 1 swiftness, and we have now. If I drop a taunt, 2 choices: True Strike, or True Strike, True Strike. There's no phase. Or we do a taunt right over here and watch what happens. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Taunt on the Murdali. We are gonna proc. We are gonna force. Actually, I should have put it on Coastal Sentry. I didn't have another second to think. But why? I wanna kill his frontline support. I want the Archimist Bear to go down. I want all of these things to go down, but I want to hit in the middle of this match. I don't want to focus fire the Chaos Agent who nobody cares about, and he put it there specifically to avoid me. So now I use my taunt to selectively control where my attack is landing. And so we're going to immediately delete the Murdali Guardian. Boom. Now we go back to it. We revert to a sneak because the taunt is down. If I had a few more seconds, I would have put it on a Coastal Sentry because I would have been punishing the Archimist. I would have been punishing the Coastal, and I would have finished the Murdali Guardian. I need dodge him. You got flight. Get away. Big finish. He's down to 2, but 1's a double striker. Backfire. Oh, and a blind. Nice. That I can't believe the Spirit Hoarder dodged the Kulu, and that's that. So I could have executed that play better, but the play that was done there is the application of taunt on my opponent's team to precisely deliver my blast damage and my execute damage to the most effective, most meaningful place. That is a play that I've just started developing as of yesterday, and I haven't seen anybody cover that. I haven't seen anybody talk about, like, in a sufficient way, how powerful NightStalker is, and that's really what I'm getting at here. With reach and fire, I'm happy to put NightStalker in the second spot and see what happens, maybe. But again, with 70, yeah, we could do, neutrals only. Again, neutrals only, nowadays I immediately think Coral Lurker. You know what? Neutrals only makes a lot of sense to consider bringing a Gladiator, because then you get access to Titania from the second spot with the reach. Interesting, but I don't think I'm going to do it. You know? Who else could you bring? Coral Lurker's a cool play. Got to bring Dr. Blight. It's so powerful. I think you got to bring the Martyrs, or a Martyr rather. And I like doing camo with a Martyr in between. And then, so this is a maybe play. I don't love this. You could go like this too. And the same thing is going to happen when Coral Lurkers goes down. Titania is going to slip, and then Dry Bone is going to. We've got archeries happening now. Are they going to land? Or I back out of this. I think I do, and I come in with Drath, giving everybody flight, which is probably more important. And I can also, even with the neutrals only, you can still bring blind. And then Archimus is probably a solid second, isn't it? It's an amazing second. And then we got it, like I said earlier, we got to bring out the Dr. Blight and probably Ujaruk Elder, because camo. And then you go bring out the Martyr. And if they do, now we have a taunt, but after the taunt goes down, will they have a sneak? And if they have a sneak, will they, with neutral, you have to be, there's such a pared down experience that there's so few cards you can pick from. There's a strong probability my opponent will bring sneak, meaning after Coral goes down, Archimus will be up. You know what that means, actually? Check this out. I'm expecting a sneak play. So I want to bring Palace to bring a Lookout, which will reduce the damage incoming to Coral Lurker when it lands from the sneak monsters, from the op monsters. I like this play. I could do something other than Spirit Hoarder, but the blind is worth it. So I could have done a lot of different choices there with that extra mana. I think the blind is worth this slot. He's only 3 mana. He didn't do a sneak play. Okay. He's got the scatter shot over here. The Palace is doing fine, but it's not going to be as good as it would have been with an Archimus, obviously. Okay, so taunts, the most effective. Oh, he's got a taunt in the front line. So I would like to make sure things are hitting. I want to make sure Dr. Blight hits, because the phase could get away from me. I also want to make sure I maybe should have done Spirit Hoarder. I don't know how quickly my Coral Lurker is going to go down. I put a True Strike on it because I want it to hit the Coral Lurker. But, you know, with the +1 speed here, +1 speed here, I don't know if I'm going to, I don't know for a fact that I'm going to hit everything. And he's got a -1 speed here. So he's going to have some good speed. Mind you, my Coral Lurker is level 4, his level 2. This is the big upgrade that he's got that I don't. Oof. He's hit too. He only missed once. He doesn't have the thorns, which is the only reason I'm alive. The poison. Oh, Dr. Blight doing early work. And by the way, go ahead and kill my Venari Marksman, please and thank you. Hope you do. Now, I need to land a poison. That's it, largely irrelevant. The impede is cool, but what we want to see is we missed two 5 bombs. Now, I would have only done 1 damage if the Palace had landed on the force fielded Archimus. But we've missed twice with my Palace. My Palace has stood up a long time though. Good amount of hit points, and the flight just created evasive with the blind. Flight with blind is a 40% chance to dodge. Crazy. That's why Drath is so good. Now I think we're probably gonna depend. Oh, that poison is huge. Oh, we did 3 damage because I see, because the Martyr went down. Dr. Blight pulls it out. This card is crazy. This card is so good. The poison, there was a lot. The poisons were landing, and Dr. Blight didn't work. We won. Alice was a wrong play. I misread my opponent. Archimus would have been the preferred. Melee only, odds only. Keep her going. Let them go. Let them play. Now the opportunities are irrelevant. Reaches are going to be necessary. Here's the tricky bit. You know, we want to bring Demoralize because it's melee only. So I got 2 Demoralizes there. The charge is irrelevant. I believe, so monsters lose snipe and opportunity, but not charge. So Venka can fire from the rear. I think you got to bring like some reach monsters, right? And then probably I got to make space for another. Like it'd be really helpful to bring either Junker or Bramble. But then who am I giving up? Like Disintegrator which is just like a here for a demoralized play. I definitely not gonna. I could get rid of. What's more important? Another demoralize. Running out of time. You know what? I'm gonna let Lichen Beast stand in the way. I don't love that. Like this is a reach. I'd rather have Bramble Pixie, but it's more mana. And then Lichen Beast, I'd rather have Bramble Pixie if I had 2 more mana. But Lichen Beast can hit hard, and it's only 5 mana. It's got 10 hit points. I'm giving my Venka a lot of time to play. I'm giving my Demoralizes a lot of time to enter the game. I think my flight will see if I'm right. Sneak is irrelevant, so that was a mistake. Got the double striking Titan. He's got the slow over here. He only brought 1 Demoralize. I bet we're gonna win. My summoner out summoners my thing. And then we go. I actually don't 100% know that Venka is going to fire. I think he will. But I'm not going to put his True Strike on. I'm going to go like this. Boom. Boom. I don't want any... Now, they will hit. But I don't want to see any misses. I would like to put it on a Venka, to be honest. But if I knew for a fact Venka was going to fire, and I'm learning here. Right now, I'm learning something. If Venka does fire, I would have liked to have put a taunt on... No, I think I like the play regardless. It would, if you have a monster that can reach a different spot, it's important to analyze the weaknesses on your opponent's team. If there was a really important carry card, which there isn't, I would have wanted to focus fire it. But I wasn't 100% sure Venka would fire. I think he's gonna. The Impede is huge. Venka firing with Fog of War. What charge is a crazy ability. I actually don't ever play Venka because it's only level 2, but it's absolutely a crucial card in this play. Venka is going to put in, Venka is the reason we're going to win if we win. We're shooting 3, he's doing 1 or 2 at a time. Venka just going to work. I would hate to see Venka go down right now. See, look at Lichen Beast. Lichen Beast just did what he needed to do, by the way. Quietly just destroyed. And the 2 Demoralizes have silenced everything. Like the whole game, they've just been here supporting the Venka. The only thing that could have gone wrong with the Venka would have been the retaliate from my opponent's, get his name right now. Immortalis? No, nice. Let's go. Diamond 2. We'll open the chest. Look at that. 11 regulars, 8 rares, and 2 ultimates or whatever they're called. This is a huge new level up for the game. Huge new upgrade. This is new player experience, guys. There's been a lot of talk about how new player experience hasn't been meaningful in 2024. Wrong. There's been development after development after development. And we, the community, have to point to it, or those voices of dissent and toxicity are going to lead us to a place of like not recognizing the opportunities and the the betterments that have come and will come. This is one of the ways that the new player experience has been improved. This is a thing that players enjoy and new players need. They need to have access to soulbound cards. They need to have access to chests. They need to be rewarded and incentivized to play. They need to believe that this game rewards them for the time and attention. This is a practical change in the game and design of the game that are geared towards improving the new player experience. Yes, some of them are going to be potions. Yes, some of them are going to be merits, and maybe you don't care about those things. But I would argue that's a misunderstanding too. There's a lack of understanding that merits distinguish your account, allowing you to access gladiators, which are playable in rank, which will one day separate you from everyone else. At one point in the future of Splinterlands, if this game is fun and continues to have a future, those who have the gladiators will be better than those who don't. Period. I'm not saying 100% better. I'm saying better. There'll be some distinguishment that comes from you having gladiators. And so if that's your perspective, every merit matters. And therefore these chest paying merits matter. Oh, thank you very much for the Olivia. Be a legendary or something. That'd be great. Shut up. Shut up. Let's go. Chaos Battle Mage. Let's go. That's one of my favorites too. That card is crazy. I was looking at it. I was talking with Hoda the other day, and he's got a max gold foil of this card. Chaos Battle Mage. What does it do again? It has like Resurrect. It has Self-Res and Divine Shield. Look at this. Look at this craziness. No, there's none. Are you kidding me? There's not one Rebellion reward card on. Oh, my bad. Rebellion reward, legendary, to Battle Mage. Piercing, Rebirth, Divine Shield, Redemption. Side note, picture, like this is like, it's like Rooney with the Rebirth. It's only the second card to have Rebirth, but then the Divine Shield partners so well with Rebirth because you get another Divine Shield when you come back. And then additionally, you have one armor as well as one hit point when you're reborn, which means that if your opponent doesn't have piercing or rust, you are actually going to come back, take a Divine Shield hit, then an armor hit, then a hit point hit, assuming there was no triage to support you or bring you back up to life, and no self-heal or etc., whatever to bring you stronger. That card could maybe take 6 hits, like kind of 6 or 7 hits, which is crazy because it only has, it actually gets 8 hit points at that. This card's crazy. And the redemption with the rebirth, by the way, so synergistic. What a great card. Now, I'm not chasing after legendaries because I actually don't think these are as powerful as some of the epics, but that doesn't mean I don't think Chaos Battle Mage is awesome. And man, that's awesome. People playing this game, earning these chests today are going to be happy. That means new player experience has gotten better. Stop saying it hasn't. Okay, play some more. Done 6 battles already. My voice is starting to hurt. I did an hour and a half live this morning, so I'm going to play maybe 1 or 2 more. And we'll wrap. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the support. If you're enjoying the content, you like the channel, sub, like, let people know. Let YouTube know. Also, follow me on time and attention on X. And yeah, a lot of cool things lately. I bought a bunch of cards yesterday. I usually release when I'm going live or what I'm up to. I bought myself that, posted when I bought the NightStalker. Look at this. I $1,000, 1.28 million DEC transferred into game yesterday because, man, I believe in this is exciting. On over to X and support not just me but the community, because again, shining jewel of Splinterland, the community. If we support one another, that draws more attention, that creates more solidarity. That's a foundation on which the game will thrive. Okay. Thorns, Blood and Sunder, target practice. I'm not scared about the Thorns because I'm going to go Lorcus, and I'm going to give my NightStalker Life Lead. I want to inspire him up too if I can. I only have that one inspire, I think. Now, Protect would be good too. Boom. I double Protect on the NightStalker. Now, what about, I got other sneakers. Let me see. Let me see. Shavy would be great. We're a little small though. Like all these little hit points, not good. What about tank heal? Do I have a tank heal that? Man, I need to look at the market and find some of the tank healers because I feel like I'm short on tank healers. Oh. I think I might be going. I think I might bring a taunt. I think I might bring Nightghoul just to give my boys time. I might go taunt. Is Nightghoul the better play? With this much mana, I bet my opponent drops some big bombs. And then we are going to bring Dr. Blight. You got to bring deep. Is that the play? The taunt is going to create a distraction. The Archimist is really irrelevant, except for I know my Nightghoul is going to go down. And so from that perspective, you know what? We're going to bring out different, like a bit of a different look. And then we're going to go that way. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's how it's going to play. Like with the Lorcus and I've got magic. Primarily, I'm focused on magic and melee. I like that. He's got the weapon train. He's got the martyr with the taunt. Now he's got a taunt there, but watch, I could drop a taunt. Oh, no, I didn't pick. I thought I had my Drath. Okay, well, we need Life Leech. Has to go on Boom, and it has to go on. Yeah. The play. You know what's interesting is Trample could actually work on my Silent Shavy, or I mean my NightStalker, because he's put a taunt in the middle. My blast damage is going to land too. But my blast is very quickly going to take out the Albacore, maybe on round 2, possibly on round 1 because of the Inspire. Let's see. Yeah, if I land a shot, oh, there's armor. Shavy goes first. We'll break the armor. Then watch this. We're going to proc and execute on turn 1. Right there, and execute. And go. Boom. And another. What happens here? I'm going to bring the Pellicor down to. Do I get another execute? Do I get another execute? I don't know. No, I don't. Okay, so you can only get one execute. Javi, finish him off. Okay, that's good. Javi, break the armor. Only problem is I'm not going to self-heal enough through the life lead. At least. See, they're only still 1 hit point, but I lost 3. I do get 1 more round of it, which is great, but it's not going to be enough. And, oof, he just missed that 1. That wouldn't matter. 5 damage from the Grimbarden Smith. My buddy had, like, the equipment there. Like, he had the cards. The Grimbarden Smith maxed out. All the soulbounds. Yeah. I mean, he was sitting good. Look, our Arbalest, the card I don't play in. It's so good with that strike. Like the modern day Axe Master. But maybe better because the archery synergies from the white team. You know what? This will be the last one because I'm just feeling a little tired. Okay. Again, we got Little League. The 4 mana's work. I might try Scargore with my boy. Or Cripple. Is a Cripple the play? The Cripple doesn't proc on the blast target. And so that's not the... Give that bullshit. See what we think about it. And then... This is, I don't love. I'm worried about a sneak, so I'm going to put Venari Heatsmith in the rear. I'm worried about the front. I'm tempted to bring Kazi Conjurer, and we might. We probably should. I'm going to put floating rats up front, giving Antoid Platoon potentially one more hit point. Then I'm going to put Air Reach. Do I put Dryborn Hobgoblin in the 3rd spot because he'll be my reach monster, or do I put Scavo Firebolt with the 4-bomb? Theoretically, the 4-bomb more damage, right? I feel like the only thing I could conceivably change would be maybe to bring out this and put in the Continuum Seer in the final spot for a dodge evasion. But the Kazi is probably going to set fire to Continuum. I think the Kazi Conjurer is maybe a vulnerability, even though it's a huge damage doer. I'm all over the map here. I'm going that way. I want to bring out a point. This will be the last map. Feel pretty good about this. Got the speed to fire first. Even you got 1, 2 speed buffs. I got 7 and you got 6. The rats is going to do damage at least one time and then give one more hit point to Antoid Platoon. Oh, 7 on the archery. I didn't know. My bad. We break all the armors. That's nice. Antoid Platoon looking weak and vulnerable, but not dead. He would be dead. We didn't drop a poison. Are you kidding me for real? And we miss. Oh, for real though. Things that just went wrong very quickly there. We're skipping and we're replaying in like 2 moves. So first off, Ulu Swim Hunter deletes the Exploding Rats before he fires once. Not the biggest deal because we would have had a reflection shield, which would have mean we only hurt the Cruel Tetrapod, but still it matters. The armor break from the Redemption, huge. Antoid Platoon doesn't go down because of the extra hit point that he's acquired from the Death of the Rats, but the Execute misses and the poison doesn't land over here. So if that poisons, this thing's going to die this round. It doesn't land. And that would change the speed, that would change the amp, that would change the... And then if the Execute lands, which right now we proc and Execute and we miss, he had a 30% chance to avoid. It's not nothing. But if we had hit that, we would have brought this to 2. And we would have deleted a 4-bomb. I think we'll probably still end up losing. But again, if the poison, 50% chance, that's dead. If we execute on that, it's dead. And it's a totally different game. I think we were still set to lose regardless. He picked a good team. But Scavo Firebolt wasn't. We needed more melee. Maybe just needed it. Honestly, the blue team, that was a better kit. He had the repairs and, a better kit. I'm going to leave it there. Thanks so much for your time and attention. I hope you enjoyed. God bless.